Hi everyone, it's Don, and I hope you're having a fantastic week. A court case just came in. The decision is in on the 33-year-old mother of four who fell overboard. She didn't jump, she did fall overboard accidentally, and the Carnival Cruise Line was being sued by the husband and the estate for wrongful death because they said that Carnival kept giving her drinks even though she was intoxicated, and they should be held responsible for her falling overboard and therefore her death. Well, the decision's in. I'm going to tell you about it right after this. So quickly, let's go over what happened. A mother of four named Samantha was on a Carnival Liberty cruise, and what happened is she went back to her cabin around 2 a.m. in the morning. She ended up stepping on one of her lawn chairs so she could sit up on the railing of the balcony, fell overboard into the ocean. She was not noticed, and the search didn't go out until about 13 hours later when, they just couldn't find her anywhere on the ship. And obviously, she was not found as this case has gone forward. And the husband has been suing Carnival Cruise Line, saying that they should have cut her off on her drinks that she was drinking. And to prove this, they showed that she had drunk 2 beers and 7 double vodka and sodas. And the cruise line's defense was that she did not look intoxicated and they did not know that she was in danger to herself. And a lot of people have asked me about the situation, saying, because first of all, the decision that the judge came through with was that the Carnival Cruise Line could not be held responsible. Even though it's a very sad occurrence and a very sad story, they said there's no way that they could actually hold Carnival accountable for this situation. And the reasoning behind it is pretty simple. A lot of people come to me and they say, like, for instance, here in Ontario, a bar or a restaurant that serves alcohol is not allowed to serve alcohol to somebody until they are so intoxicated that they're not able to drive. They can be held responsible if that person gets into an accident. And so a lot of people are saying, well, isn't this the same thing? Except there is a bit of a difference. You can serve alcohol for somebody as long as you make sure that they're getting home safely. Now in this case, getting home safely was back to her stateroom. In other words, she was home in her stateroom, and at that point it was her choice and her actions to put herself in danger. And you cannot hold the cruise line responsible for that. And when you think about it, if they were to say anyone who had 3 or 4 drinks, now it becomes questionable if you're on that intoxicated level or not, depending your weight, your size, how little you drink normally, etc., how hot it is. What is the cruise line to do? Are they supposed to put you in jail until you're such a time that you're sober enough to go back to your stateroom? You can see where, or do they put you all into one big room, like a timeout area? You can see it would be very difficult for any cruise line to enforce this kind of situation. It just couldn't be done. The only thing they can do is if they notice that the person is fall down drunk, then they would probably bring them down to the infirmary and serve them coffee and then bring them back to their stateroom. But if a person is able to walk under their own steam and they can get up and they can dance and they can do other things, even though they're partying and seem a little unstable on their feet, are they really a danger to themselves? And that's why the judge came down with this decision. You can't really hold the cruise line, and I feel very sorry for the husband. Some people said, well, he was just going after the money. That's not always the situation. Often people are looking for closure and answers in the death of a loved one, and this, they just felt this could have been avoided. Maybe this could they have done something? And so they reach out, and this is some things that some people do. It's not always about the money. Sometimes it's just about getting answers. So again, I feel sorry for this family. Father left alone with 4 children, a very young family, and this happened on something that should be a lot of fun, going away on a cruise. It's just one of those tips that I always tell people. It's great to have that drink package and be able to drink and be able to unlimited, but still have to be responsible enough to know when to say no, because this kind of thing does happen. And when people fall overboard, it's 2 things normally, 100% of the time. 1, it's on purpose. 2, alcohol's involved. Period. And almost every single case for the last 5 years has come under those 2 categories. The other 1% is somebody pushed them. And in that case, that's a crime. It's actual murder. So the rest is out there. So that's kind of what happened with the judge's decision and why they went ahead and said that Carnival is not responsible. Let me know. Do you think that's reasonable for the judge? Do you think that Carnival should have been held responsible? And if you do, let me know how you think they can enforce that on the ship. I'd be really interested to find out. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, please hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.